For more than 20 years, WordPress has become one of the biggest platforms that you can create a really affordable website. And a lot of businesses depend on the thriving community of WordPress. But lately there has been some changes, which got me a little bit worried about WordPress. And the question began to rise if I should rely on a platform that seems a little bit unstable with all the lawsuits going on right now. Perhaps diversifying the tools I'm working with would be a smart consideration. You might be wondering, why am I worried? Well, it all started last year. Mid-September, WordPress, that owns WordPress.org and WordPress Foundation, launched a campaign against WP Engine, where he wrote in a blog post that WP Engine is a cancer to WordPress, calling out for not contributing sufficiently to the open source project. He also said that WP Engine's use of the WP brand has confused customers into believing it's part of WordPress. Since then, Molenweg Automattic and WP Engine have been locked in a legal battle, and it's still going on, where WP Engine is accused by Molenweg that they are infringing in the WordPress trademark, while WP Engine hit Molenweg and Automattic with a lawsuit, accusing them of extortion, interference with operation, and abuse of power and harm for business. The legal battle is still going on, and there's a lot of things happening in the meantime. I will leave a link down below for this article so you can read up on what's actually happening in the WordPress space if you're interested. Now, there are a few things that made me a little bit worried. And it started in December, when there's a sudden holiday break scheduled by the WordPress.org team. And this is written by Matt Molenweg. And he says he will be pausing all the free services that are currently offered. For instance, registering new accounts, new plugin submissions, but also new theme submissions and photo submissions, and also plugin reviews. This makes it so that everything in the repository, where you can download and find every plugin, theme, and that sort of things, come to a halt, which has an impact on the way you're using the WordPress itself. Luckily, new plugins and themes can now be added and plugins are open for review. But still, this got me a little bit worried. But that's not all. Later in January, Molenweg has added that for the time being, when this is going on, the lawsuit, Automattic will have a reset. And as part of that reset, Automattic will match its volunteering pledge with those made by WP Engine and other players in the ecosystem for about 45 hours, which is like a little bit more than a one person's working week, to qualify for Five for the Future program, as benefiting the entire community and not just a single company. These hours will likely go towards security and critical updates. With these things said, I'm worried that there will be no innovation and no more growth, at least from Automattic's part. And I'm wondering how this will impact the rest of the WordPress ecosystem as well. Lastly, Matt Molenweg has also deactivated the WordPress accounts of key contributors, like Joost van der Valk, who is the creator of a search engine optimization tool called Joost, and is a former marketing and communication lead for the WordPress Foundation, which is owned by Matt Molenweg. And Joost has published a proposal for a change where the federated and independent repositories go towards a new vision for WordPress era. Karen Marici, I hope I pronounce his name right, also would like to do something similar. He echoed similar thoughts in a separate blog post. Now, this didn't feel right for Molenweg, I guess. So he said, all right, we'll be deactivating your accounts so that WordPress can get forked, and a fork meaning a duplicate of all the things that WordPress has. He named it like seemingly as a tongue-in-cheek suggestion to call it JK Press. Now, all these things happening made me a little bit worried about the future of WordPress. What if Matt finds that there needs to be a longer or another break period where nobody can add new plugins or have their plugins reviewed? Or even worse, that there will be no more focus on WordPress.org contributions, but he will keep all the important essence, like the repository that is his, to focus only for the profit company. This will impact every company that has something to do with WordPress, not only for the people like me and perhaps you that like to use WordPress to build websites, but also companies that build their company on WordPress for their business. For instance, creating the plugins, but also the themes and that sort of things. These uncertainties gave me a reason to consider other platform as a backup option. And maybe you should too. Like the saying goes, never bet on one horse. During my upcoming live streams in February, I want to take a look at different platforms that I have found that could be interested. I will be looking at one of the favorite ones, Web Studio. Also would love to look into Drupal CMS. In the past, I've worked with Joomla and saw that Mod.x is very popular as well, but also would like to look at paid options like Framework, Webflow, or Wix and see if they can match up to the expectations I have nowadays for a platform. Also, if you have specific questions or a specific platform you would like to see, let me know in a comment down below. And if you don't want to miss out these live streams, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. As always, keep designing.